Your phone knows your secrets. What happens when it falls into the wrong hands? On a Saturday morning, July 9th, an alarm wakes Lee Nami, a girl living in Seoul, Korea. She gets out of bed, leaves her house, and heads to work, following her usual daily routine at the office. After office hours, Nami meets her friends in the evening. They go shopping and then go out for drinks. Throughout the night, she records everything on her phone, videos and photos of her friends, their food, and their night out, posting stories and pictures on her social media accounts. Late at night, Nami takes a bus home. Tired and drunk, she falls asleep during the ride. When the bus reaches her stop, she suddenly wakes up and rushes to get off. In her hurry, she accidentally leaves her phone behind on the bus floor. The bus drives away. Moments later, the phone begins to ring. A man sitting nearby notices it and picks it up. The next morning, the man prepares breakfast at his home. He takes a picture of the food and posts it on a fake female Instagram account from his phone. Meanwhile, Nami's phone starts ringing again. The man picks up the phone. It is her friend calling. The man uses special software to answer the call, which speaks in a woman's voice.
여보세요? 이거 남이 핸드폰 왔는데.
He tells her friend Jong Eunju that he picked up the phone on the bus last night. During the call, the man writes Nami's name in a notebook. Eunju says that she is going to contact Nami regarding this matter. Later, Nami's friend goes to her house to talk to her about the missing phone. She notices Nami sleeping under a wooden piece of furniture outside her home because Nami had locked herself out the previous night. On the other hand, the man starts searching Nami's profile on her phone. Suddenly, a notification pops up on Lee Nami's phone in which her friend's Instagram profile is mentioned. The man uses the mentioned profile to search for Lee Nami's Instagram account. Nami's friend tells her about her missing phone and about the woman who claimed to have found it. Lee Nami then calls her phone. The man is browsing Nami's profile and taking notes about her personal life from her Instagram account in a notebook. The man picks up the phone using a female voice, and Lee Nami sets a meeting with him at Cafe Mizi in Sogyeodong within an hour. The man tries several combinations to unlock the phone but fails. In frustration. Meanwhile, the police find the dead body of a woman in a forest in Pocheon, Gyeonggi-do. Due to rain, most of the evidence is washed away, but they are able to find a plant nutrient at the crime scene. A police officer, Woo Ji-man, steps away from the crime scene and finds the same plant supplement near a tree, where the name of his son, Woo Jun-young, is written. Woo Jun-young has been on the run for 7 years and still has not filed for separation of household. Detective Jong-ho suspects Jun-young for this murder, but Ji-man declines and implies that someone he knows must have done it. Ji-man also refuses to file a missing person report for his son Woo Jun-young. Lee Na-mi goes to her father's Cafe Mizi. Her father already knows about her missing phone. The man calls the cafe using a woman's voice. Nami's father picks up the call and is told that the phone has been broken and left at a repair shop named Woo Repair in Hyungjae Shopping Center. Lee Na-mi goes to the repair shop, where the man is already present and is wearing a mask. Nami finds her phone lying on the counter and fills out the phone repair request form, where she writes her phone password. The man repairs the phone, copies its data, and clones it onto another phone. After that, he hands the phone back to Lee Na-mi. Lee Na-mi returns to the cafe, but the man is now able to watch every activity of Lee Na-mi through the cloned phone. Later in the evening, the man visits the cafe without his mask and observes Na-mi and her father, learning more about their lives and daily routine. Ji-man returns home and checks his wife's phone. He finds that she has been chatting with Jun-young, who had sent her his address. At the stalker's home, a package is shown with the name Woo Jun-young and the same address, which indicates that the stalker is Woo Jun-young. Throughout the night, Jun-young stalks Lee Na-mi through her phone and discovers her second profile where she uploads unpaid advertisements. He also finds out about her friends, workplace, habits, and personal life. The next day, Lee Na-mi goes to her office where her boss gives her a raise. Her boss, Miss Oh, tells her not to discuss it with other employees of the company. Jun-young hears the entire conversation through her phone. Ji-man tells his wife at breakfast about the tree with Jun-young's name near the crime scene and asks her about their son. His wife implies that she does not talk to Jun Young anymore. Suddenly, Jiman receives a message that confirms Jun Young's address. Jun Young goes to Nami's house and secretly enters it. He carefully searches her house and finds a second phone hidden in a drawer. Detective Jung Ho discovers that Jun Young does not have a registered phone and had disconnected a number 2 years ago, belonging to a woman named Eun Jung. He also filed a lawsuit related to a 25 million won scam. Jung Ho also finds that Jun Young runs a phone repair business, even though he does not officially own one. Jung Ho asks Mr. Woo Ji-man for permission to track the location of the repair shop, but Mr. Woo Ji-man refuses and leaves in his car. Meanwhile, Jun Young is seen using Eun Jung's card. Mr. Woo Ji-man secretly goes to Jun Young's address. After taking a peek, he enters Jun Young's house and finds a package with Jun Young's name on it. He also finds a large number of phones and nail polish of the same color worn by the woman whose body was found in the mountains. He records everything on his phone. Jun Young looks through the window and sees his father inside the house. Mr. Ji-man finds Jun Young's notebook, but suddenly receives a message and images from Jun Young. He rushes outside to the location, but finds only the phone. When he returns, he finds the apartment destroyed and all the evidence gone, except for a page with Eun Young's mother's address on it. Jun Young takes his bag and goes to Lee Nami's father's cafe, where he again orders the plumade drink. He meets Nami there and gives her game tickets and his business card. Nami's father becomes suspicious, as he only serves the plumade drink to regular customers. Later, on the way home, he shares his suspicions with Nami. That night, Nami's friend Jong Eun-ju comes over and spends the night with her. While talking, Nami shares her suspicions about Jun Young. She shows Eun-ju the business card and discovers that they have a common friend named Yeo Jong, who works in the same office mentioned on the card. Nami's father receives a message from her asking him to download a link that would help her if she lost her phone again. Mr. Ji-man goes to Eun Young's mother's restaurant and finds that Jun Young convinced her daughter to go to Thailand with him. When Mr. Ji-man mentions Jun Young's repair shop, she realizes she must have met him there because her phone was returned after being broken. Later that night, Jun Young attacks Nami's father and kidnaps him outside his house. The next morning, Nami wakes up late and quickly leaves for the office. On her way, she discovers many negative comments posted from her account on her company's professional page. She rushes to the office, but Miss Oh fires her without giving her a chance to explain. Nami and Eun-ju go to the police to report the hacking, but they are told to return with a detailed report. Jun Young messages Nami from her father's phone, saying the cafe will not open today. Nami contacts Yeo Jung for help, but Yeo Jung replies that she is on vacation. Nami goes to the repair shop and asks Jun Young for help with the hacking. Jun Young tells her that spyware software has been installed on her phone and explains that it must have been downloaded directly while she was sleeping. Nami becomes suspicious of Eun-ju. When Nami confronts Eun-ju, Eun-ju angrily and emotionally admits what she did and leaves, telling Nami never to contact her again. Jun Young finally isolates his victim. The police continue discovering more dead bodies in the forest of Pocheon, Gyeonggi-do. Until now, a total of 7 bodies have been found. Mr. Ji-man tells Jung Ho about his visit to Jun Young's house. They go to the repair shop, which has already been destroyed. There, they find repair requests belonging to 8 victims, including Lee Nami. Nami returns home in despair. Her phone battery dies, and in frustration she throws it, breaking it. She then remembers about the phone repair. Jung Ho suggests involving the media to save Nami. Police officers from another station arrive with Nami, who explains everything about the spyware and the repair shop. She realizes that Jun Young owns the place. Using Ji-man's phone, she confirms Jun Young's employment details. Ji-man tells Nami that Jun Young was charged for uploading strange videos in private chat rooms. Nami suggests using the spyware software against Jun Young to trap him and plans with Ji-man to call Jun Young to her house. Ji-man agrees. Nami contacts Jun Young and asks him to come to her house to check her laptop. Nami goes home and waits for Jun Young. Ji-man and Jung Ho hide outside. When Jun Young arrives, he calls her. Ji-man and Jung Ho surround him, but Ji-man does not recognize him as Jun Young, and they let him go, believing he is a civilian. The stalker later calls Nami and says he will visit on the weekend. Nami switches to her old phone, hoping it will force him to come sooner. Jiman then receives a call from his chief confirming that Junyoung is already dead and that his DNA matches a body found a year earlier at a reservoir. Jiman and Jong-ho return and take Nami to her father's house for safety. Jiman gives Nami his card for emergencies. Inside the house, Nami checks her father's bedroom and finds him sleeping, then goes to another room. Soon, she receives a message from the stalker saying she has changed her phone. She calls him and hears the phone ringing upstairs. Terrified, she locks herself in her father's room, but he is not there. She tries calling Jiman, but the spyware blocks the call. The stalker uses her father's voice to lure her out. He then appears in front of her. On their way back, Jong-ho and Jiman learn that Junyoung's DNA matches a body found at a reservoir a year ago. The stalker shows Nami a video of her father being strangled and traps both of them in the bathtub, trying to drown them. Jong-ho enters the house and is attacked. Jiman arrives and subdues the stalker. Nami and her father are rescued. Jiman discovers that Junyoung was the stalker's first victim and that the stalker had taken his identity. Nami then shoots the stalker. She and her father survive and are taken to the hospital. The police are unable to identify the stalker's real identity. In the end, Nami, her father, and her friend are seen together at her father's cafe.